today I'm going to be showing you how to use the scoreboard command for lots of different things. I have not placed any command blocks since the last video that I have recorded besides this one, and all this one does is kill me. I simply ran a few commands in my chat, and now this happens. Whenever I die, a deaths counter pops up at the side. If I hit the button, it goes up. 4, 5, 6. Now you might be thinking, this isn't killing me, it's just teleporting me. If you have your sound up, or if you can hear it, I don't even know if you can hear this, I am dying. I should probably, here, hold on, I'm just gonna, I have immediate respawn on, just to make it a little bit nicer. If I turn this off, and I die, you can see this pops up now. Death 7, if I die again. 8, 9, 10. Oh, let's stop there because that's a good number to stop on. I'm just gonna set the do immediate respawn game rule back on. That's what that scoreboard does. Now, I can do a lot of different scoreboard commands. I can even remove the deaths scoreboard that I just created. If I hit enter, that just disappear from my sidebar, from the side of my screen, and no longer works. If I try to use the scoreboard command to find it, I will not be able to find it because it is gone. That's what I have just done, and I'm going to be teaching you how to do this along with many other things with scoreboard commands. Now, first thing I need to tell you before we begin, sorry, is how to give yourself a command block. Use this, do the following command: give @p, or you can just do your username. @p is just easier because it works no matter who you are. Minecraft, do a colon, command block. You can hit tab to autocomplete, enter, and bang, you got a command block. Why was there a grass block? I'm not gonna question it. After getting a command block, you can simply place it down and do whatever you want with it. I have not said how to get command blocks in any of my other videos, I don't think, so better late than never, I guess. But anyways, now on to the fun stuff. So, first things first, scoreboard commands are used to keep score, pun intended, of the things that players do, or that entities do, or that the mobs people kill, or the deaths that people have, and so on and so forth. Pretty much anything you can think of, even targets hit with a bow and arrow, which I will actually show you, which will actually be the first thing I will show you how to make. How to make it, a score counter of how many times you hit a target. Now, to do this, do the following command: /scoreboard, again tab for autocomplete, objectives, which is used to create, remove, and change and modify scoreboards. Players is to modify the players' like values, if they are allowed to use it, if they are allowed to have a score on it, and so on. In this case, we'll be using objectives to add it. Now you have a few options: add, list, modify, remove, set, display. Add will create a new one. List will send you the list of any scoreboards you have currently in your world. If you have the game rule send command feedback set to false, this will not appear. If you have it to true, then it will appear. If I do the command, there are no objectives. That's because I do not have any objectives. Now, if I go back to the command I used to create the deaths objective, you can see create a new objective, deaths. Now I list, there are 1 objectives, deaths. I'm just going to set command feedback back to false so that it's not a nuisance. And that's just one thing you can do. Modify is to modify something, in this case deaths. Since we just created that, I can change the display name or the render type. Display name just changes how it's displayed. I can change the text that shows. I can change the color of the text, as if you remember, the text of it was red. I can simply do display name and change the display name using the JSON format, which I will be covering how to do in the future, not right now. Render type is changes between rendering it as hearts or integers. I haven't really tested this much at all, and I don't even know if the change registers for the specific thing that for the specific scoreboard that I have. But you can do that for whatever reason you might want to. Before I continue, please acknowledge that this is being done in the latest release as of October 2021, 1.17.1. As of right now, I don't know if they're going to do another update October this year. But anyway, after that you have remove, which I can use to remove the deaths command, the deaths scoreboard that I just created. Now, if I hit space here, you can see that nothing pops up as an autocomplete. That's because I no longer have any scoreboards out here in my world. Then I can do set display. I can set it below name, so I can just make it so that below any username, which I can't show you because this is a single player world, sadly, it will show the score. So if I set this to deaths, which doesn't exist anymore, so I couldn't even do that even if I wanted to, then below my name, below my gamer tag, which would normally be around here, which is, for other players anyway, if you're familiar with multiplayer, below that username, right above my head, will be it will say deaths 1 or deaths 2 or however many deaths I have. Set display list will make it so that if you are in a multiplayer world, again, it's the multiplayer world thing, when you hold down tab to get the player list, beside their name will be a number. That number will be that scoreboard objective. Sidebar was that thing on the side of my screen at the beginning of the video. All of these is used for if you have a team, which if you're familiar with team command, then you will know what I'm talking about. If not, this will make no sense and just ignore what I'm about to say. If you're on a team, let's say I'm on team black, a team with the color black, sorry, then if I do this, then only team members of the black team will be able to see whatever score I set. So I could make it so that only the black team would be able to see everyone's deaths. But anyway, that is the set display command. Now on to the most exciting one and most useful one of these, or the one you're probably going to be using the most: add and remove. Remove is as simple as doing remove and then the name, which I showed you earlier. Add is a little bit more complicated. Okay, so the first argument you need to give to Minecraft and the command is the name you want it to be. Now this name will only be accessible through commands. No one will see this name. This will also be the default name of the scoreboard if you set it as the sidebar. In this case, I'll just name it test in all caps. It doesn't have to be all caps, but it cannot have spaces. If I have a space, it will automatically go to the next argument. So in this case, no spaces. I'm just going to do test. If you want to do multiple things, you can always do test under. You can always do like a word underscore, and then whatever else you want to do. Or you can simply do like a capital letters are the beginning of new words or something like that. I don't know. For now, I'm just gonna do all caps test. The criteria is what is it counting? What is the score keeping track of? For the deaths scoreboard I made in the beginning, I obviously just chose death count. That's the easiest one. Dummy means basically it won't change. You can only change it using a scoreboard command. It won't change automatically or anything like that. Food will be how much food, like how much hunger you have. The hunger bar. Health will be how much health you have. Armor will be how much armor you have. Air, I have no idea. I actually have not tested. I'll probably do that after this video. Killed by Team Aqua if you are on... if you are killed by a team member of the Aqua team, then that will show up for them. Level, it's the experience levels. Now there's all these ones. So now to show you the rest of these different criteria, I'm going to do a simple thing. If you type Minecraft, oh wow, I totally spelled it wrong, then do a period, you can select a few different things. You can do broken, a colon, and then you can do Minecraft dot, and then whatever you want. So if I do bread, oh my goodness, bedrock, now whenever I break bedrock, this test score will go up. If I did something else, then it would do the same thing. Used is kind of like the same thing. If I use a bow, it will go up. If I set it to that, anyway. There's picked up. So when I pick up a bow or a door, as the item or a command block or whatever, it will go up. If I can do broken, I already did that. Placed, what is it called? There's a placed one. Oh wait, no, that just counts as used. Okay, so if you do used and then like a block or something, that will count as like if when you place it down, it will move that score up. I forget if there are any other ones. There probably is, but there's also custom ones. These are the most fun to play with. If you do Minecraft.custom and then a colon and then Minecraft afterward and then a dot, then you can start going through all these different things. They're pretty self-explanatory. Walk underwater 1 centimeter. It will go up every single centimeter you walk while underwater. Walking every centimeter, it will go up. Tuning a note block. Triggering a trapped chest. Trading with a villager. The total world time. Time since sleeping in a bed. There's so many things. I can't say them all. Time since death. Talk to villager. Swim 1 centimeter. Strider 1 centimeter, which is riding a strider. The time that you've been sneaking or crouching or whatever you want to call it. If you're sleeping in a bed. If you win a raid. If you trigger a raid. If you pot a flower. There's so many things. Player kills, playtime, playing a record on a note block, playing a note block itself, riding a pig, opening a shulker box. There's so many things, but we're going to be focusing on the target hit. So whenever you hit this target block, no matter what it is, no matter like where it is, it will go up. Now, the next argument, if you've been following along, this next argument is the display name. I will show how to do this at a later time. For now, I'm going to hit enter. It is created. If you have your game rule, send command feedback set to true, which I keep spelling it incorrectly somehow, then it would have said in the chat that you just created a new objective, named test, but I do not. So now, if I shoot this, nothing happens. I cannot see my score. The only way to do so is to have, right now, is to either set the display using a scoreboard command, or making it so that I can see the command feedback. Oh my goodness, what in the world is wrong with me? To true, and then using scoreboard players get, which is going to get my like the score at S, so me, and then the score, so test. So I have 1 test. If I shoot again and use the same command, I have 2. Now that is not ideal for like survival mode or whatever, because you have to have command feedback on true, and you have to also be in creative mode, and you also have to have up in order for that to pop up, in case it doesn't pop up for you, which you need up for all these. So anyways, so the second way to do it, which is more survival friendly, is doing scoreboard objectives, set display. We're going to be doing that. Now, below name and list are pretty much only for multiplayer. Sidebar, however, we can use. If I set it to test, you can see right immediately this pop appeared. If it did not appear for you, it means you do not have a score for the specific thing you're using. So if you set it to the walked every centimeter thing, and it doesn't pop up, it means you have not walked yet since you created the scoreboard. If you have walked since you created the scoreboard, or in my case, hit a target when I created the scoreboard, then it will pop up. But if you have not set a score to yourself, even if you use a command to set your score to 0, it will not appear. Now you can see that every time I hit this, even if I just spam this, every time I hit it, no matter what power I use, no matter where I hit it, I can hit it at the bullseye, I can hit it at the very edge, doesn't matter, it's going to be going up. That is just one thing you can do. Another thing you can do is, now we're just going to be looking at the players command. So, if I do scoreboard players, I can do a lot of things. I can add, I can enable, I can get, which is what I just showed you how to use. You can get the score you have. I can list, so I can list what the scores are for like every single scoreboard that I have. Operation is I've actually never used before, so I might have to test that out because I think it might be new, but I have no idea. Remove is the same as add, except which I will get into a little bit later. Reset is resetting it. So if I reset it, my test score, it will disappear. That's the same as not having a score at all. Enable won't be useful to you unless you are using triggers. Now the set is setting the commands, setting the score. So if I do this and I set it to 20, it will be automatically set to 20. Now I can like add up using this method as well, and if it's set to a dummy, being how it's changed, then it won't go up at all unless I use this command or the add or remove command. If I set this to 1 million, it will go to 1 million. If I set this to 999,999, it will go to 999,999. If I hit it one more, it will be at 1 million. If I hit it again, 1,000,001, 1,000,002, 1,000,003, 1,000,004, and so on. I'm just going to set this back to 0 so that's easier to see. And I can even set it to negatives if I want to. And if I hit it, it will go up from negative. -9, -8, -7, and so on. I just talked really fast there. I need to take a deep breath. Woo! Okay. Now, adding is adding to my score. So if I do 1, it's going to add 1 to my score every single time I hit it. If I do 5, it'll add 5, 10, 15, 20. If I do 6, 26, 32, 38. If I add 2 now, or 1, 39. Add 2, 41. Add 9, 50. If I set it back to 0, it'll be back to 0 again. Remove just the same exact thing, except backwards. So if I remove 5, now it's in negatives. As you can see, it's on -5. But if I set this to 40, now remove 5, now it's 35. If I remove 1, it's 34, and so on and so forth. Pretty self-explanatory. Still showed you just because, why not? It's part of the video. Now, anyway. I mean, I guess I could cut it out, but too late. Whatever, I'm not going to. Now, that is the scored players. Now, on to modify. So, if I try to modify the display name, this is display name. So, if I, the JSON format is kind of interesting. So, JSON format is basically like just typing normal text. So, if I do test, it won't work because that is not the correct JSON format. The JSON format is simply 2 curly brackets, 2 quotes, text. So I'm going to be writing text now after this. I do a colon after the quotes, do 2 more quotes, and then I can do whatever I want. Oh, whoops, I just accidentally did that. I can do hi even. Now it says hi, and whenever I hit it, it will go up. But if I do scoreboard objectives, set display sidebar or whatever, I'm still going to be typing test to make that happen, or scoreboard players set myself test. I'm going to be typing test, not hi. So the display name does not change how you use commands. So if you have named something test, but you decided you wanted to change the looks of like the text of the name here, then you can do that. So I can set this to the biggest number possible that is available, and it will change it even though I'm typing test instead of hi. Now, if another thing you can do in this is spaces. So now I can do a space if I want to. Hello world, or here we go. Targets hit. That makes sense. Targets hit 1, 2, 3, 4. If I shoot just bedrock, it doesn't work. I should have showed you that earlier. Too late now. 5, whatever. It goes up. I can set this to whatever I want. I can even set it to just 1,000,000 J's, an A, and even more J's. I can do whatever I want, although it might get super long and annoying. I'm just going to set it to A for now, because hi. Anyway, another thing you can do with JSON format is change the color. Now, first, you want to do a comma, showing that you're going to be adding another variable or argument. Then you do 2 quotes, insert color, colon, 2 quotes, and then you insert the color. You can do red, so now it's red. I can do green, now it's green. I will be putting onto the screen all of the colors that you can, that are available using the JSON format. All these colors that are on the screen right now, all these, I can't see them right now, but when I edit it, I will. Anyways, all those you can use here. For instance, dark purple. Bang. That's what dark purple looks like. There's not a pink, but there is a light purple, which is pink. It makes no sense. And there's no lime, but green is lime. And is there dark green? And dark green is green. It doesn't make much sense, but it is what it is, I guess. For now, we'll just have it on. I spelled that wrong. Aqua. Oh, that's it. Oh, okay, there we go. Aqua. For now. Now, that is actually going to wrap it up for this video. I'm just going to be showing off one of 2 other things. For instance, I'm going to be adding another score. I'll name it test. Can't do hashtags, by the way. Can't do many symbols. Percent, you can't do percent. Whatever like that. If it turns red, then it doesn't work. Like, if I add a number, it will work. So if I do test 1000... now I can do what I want. In this case, I'll just do dummy to show you that this won't go up in any way. Which I can't really show you, honestly. Never mind, I'm not going to be showing you that. But I will show you another Minecraft.custom. If I... how about... ah, yes. Eating cake. I love it. Now, if I do set display sidebar... oh, wait, I was gonna show you that you can... hold on. I was gonna show you something. Let me remove test 1000. I'm sorry. Okay, now, back to this command. Scoreboard objectives, add test 1000, custom Minecraft eat cake slice. Now, at the end here, I can simply do the JSON format, 2 slices. Oh my goodness. Spelling today, my goodness, my brain's just gone. To change the text here. In this case, slices of cake eaten, and then I can change the... what? Are you kidding me? I accidentally hit that. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, everyone. Eated? Yes, eated. No, eaten. And then I can change the color here to green. Now, it has created it. I removed the other one that I had made, in case you didn't know. Now, if I set the display sidebar to test 1000, it will, as you can see, it looks like it just disappeared. But remember, since I created that scoreboard, I have not eaten any cake, unless I cut the video and like eat cake after what. Anyways, I'm going to now eat cake. Now, any slice of cake that I eat, that will go up. Nom, 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 nom. Nom, 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 nom. Now, you can do a lot of stuff with this. I actually, just for fun, I never, like, imported this as a data pack or anything, or put it on a website or anything like that. But it was just kind of funny. I made it so that whenever you ate a full slice of cake, or too much cake, too fast, you actually got nausea and slowness. It was actually a lot of fun and hilarious, to do. But, anyways, this is a huge video. I should probably wrap it up. Next thing I'm going to be showing you, this will be the last thing. Set display sidebar. If you do not input anything, it will simply remove the sidebar, or whatever it is. I can do the same thing with below name. So if I had set that to below name and it was below my username, and then did this, but then did not put anything there, hold on, then it would remove it. But as you can see, nothing changed because it's already empty. Anyways, that will be wrapping up this video. I hope you all enjoyed. That was an insanely long video, but there was a lot to clear. I look like a giant. I will see you all next time.